Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is Integrating Your Shadow. And we're going to talk about what it feels like and how to deal when you realize you're part of the problem. So, integrating shadow and decolonizing are, to me, the same thing and hand in hand. You can't do one without doing the other. I just really want to talk about a lot of spiritual people, a lot of these new age spiritual folks, especially white folks, use a lot of what's called spiritual bypassing, where they just say stuff like, I was a person of color or oppressed in a past life and I'm here to fix it. Stuff like that. You can't do that unless you do the work on this planet, in this incarnation, like reincarnation, right? First of all, that's called spiritual bypassing. It's a lot of different things that kind of sound like that. A lot of people will look away at from human rights violations in the name of spirituality, right? We see the church do this all the time. The church is always, whatever religion, the church is always standing for things that are contradictory to what prophets have said, right? It's just, anyway. So I want to talk about, especially as we're talking about Black Friday and boycotting, I want to talk about what it's like to realize that you're a part of the problem. It's painful and it can do a few things. It can cause you to completely go crazy, break down, been there, done that. It can cause you to absolutely turn a blind eye, become more ignorant, apathetic, not worry about it, egotistical. Or you can choose to do the work. And it can be a combination of all of those things. But I want you to understand that as folks are waking up to the truth right now with what we're seeing globally, Americans especially are realizing how bad things that America does are, right? We're realizing that we are a part of the problem larger than what we thought. Americans have a very ethnocentric way of living. We know this because America has colonized, and the world watches Hollywood and other things that are produced and made by the United States, and it has gone global. It's called globalism. And the United States is a giant colonizer. So if you're just waking up to this, it's true. Mount Rushmore was carved on like a very sacred mountain for indigenous people. Things like that. Like, you have to acknowledge what this country has done in order to do your own work as a person who lives on stolen land, right? This decolonizing and integrating shadow. So let's really quick talk about the things that are going to come up feeling, specifically guilt, shame, all of the dark feelings of shadow work arise when you realize that you are part of a problem because of either blindly participating or willingly participating. We are at a point in time as a humanity collective of great change. If there is not great change, this planet is going to blow up, destroy itself. We are on that fast track. And really quick on that, I want to talk about other alien races, because a lot of spiritual bypassers or these woke folks will talk about how, oh, the aliens are going to come and save us. The Pleiadians are here. Donald Trump is working with them. This is all stuff people actually say. I believe that there are other beings from other places within the galaxy's universe that are watching this planet. I don't think that this is the first time that people being whatever these people are incarnated as. The powers that be. Reptilians, ever heard of that? Anyway, you can use Google. I believe that people from around the universe are watching what's happening on the planet. Admiral Byrd, back in the 50s, 60s, met with people in Antarctica that were from a different planet, and they said that they were here monitoring the nuclear aspect of what the nations were doing. We're seeing this conversation come up a lot. So anyway, all that to say is that spiritual bypassers will also just scapegoat or just be like, it's not something that I have control over because the Pleiadians are doing it. Wrong. We are on this planet incarnated. It is our job to make it better when we know that we can. So you're gonna have guilt, you're gonna have shame, you're gonna be embarrassed at like a global scale, be like, are you fucking kidding me? I remember I was 16 and we went to France, and French folks hate Americans. And it was the first time I had ever had that feeling of people hate me, they don't even know me, right? So I just want you to know that you're gonna have these feelings, and part of doing your decolonizing work is not shying away from these, but integrating and then changing. You know, you have to pivot away from those things that are causing people to hate you, even though they don't know you, because you're blindly participating as an ignorant American. Point blank, that's it. So it's so important to continue doing your integrating shadow work. I've made a lot of videos on this channel prior to what we're seeing that do pertain to what we're seeing. So absolutely just do a quick search, look at the integrating shadows. If you are working on your decolonizing, we're also doing the daily decolonizing, but remember that integrating shadow is an important process of decolonizing. You have to do the spiritual work along with the physical and emotional, mental, all of it. So intellectual too, because decolonizing is a lot of releasing of indoctrination and re-educating yourself. So I mean, it's a holistic process in the sense that this is how you awaken to consciousness and your humanity. So I just wanted to tell you that. We've got a dog in the alley that's making my dog go crazy, so I'm gonna go take care of that situation. Dea's not fixed, so I had to pull her in because this dog is a pity and they have balls. So anyway, I'm in the middle of that, but I really wanted to get on here and just tell you, remind you, integrating shadow is a huge part of decolonizing and vice versa. You have to do them both. You can't just, you know, talk about how you were black in your past life and how the Pleiadians are going to come save the world. All right, have a good one.